Hello students, how are you doing? Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So, have you all watched if suppose you are a new entrant, have you watched the video or recording of the first session? How many of you are new entrants? May I know? Can you please raise your hand? Okay. Hi, Vaishali. Great. Okay, Yamuna. Who else?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Jagruti. Pooja. Okay, fine, understood. So, have you all watched that recording?
Session.
Okay, and I think 215 participations were there, and out of that, 88 have scored full marks in the first test. So that is so nice, right? So congratulations to you all, and means you have started the proper studies and you have started taking it seriously, isn't it? So congratulations. And the other
Yeah.
students, whoever are just trying to make it happen, and they are practicing. I hope they are practicing well, and uh, maybe double the number would score 15 out of 15 in the later test marks.
Medical charges is not high.
Sorry.
Nothing but like
Okay, somebody is talking. So fine. But the thing is, you are going to get, so you should try accordingly. So would you do that? Promise? So how did you find the first session? What all things we have learned in the first session? Can you please tell me? Can you write it down in chat if suppose you are not able to talk? How many of you had attended the first session or maybe the recording, and what all things we have done in the first lecture? Can anybody tell me? Or maybe write it down in the chat one by one, whatever you remember. So it's like jigsaw puzzle,
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am. Uses of Python,
uses of
how to
Python,
install the Python,
right? So have you all
and
installed
an
Python, by the
application
way?
of Python.
Right, right. Have you all installed Python in your machines?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, that's great, Sudha. Who else?
Right.
Okay. Okay, I hope Faaiza ma'am is saying something. Madam, do you want to say something? Please go ahead about
No,
the
ma'am, I just want,
attendance.
yes, it's 6 o'clock right now, so the attendance link is now closed. We had given them 15 minutes of time to fill the attendance. So I just wanted to say that.
Okay, so students, have you understood? Okay, I hope you must have understood. Okay. In addition to that, introduction, usage, installation of Python, history of Python, what are the different roles which you can appear for after learning Python and learning for a few more things. Okay. And Python's print statement. So which software, or we can say which editor we had used for the first session? What was that? What was the name of the what was the name of the editor which we had used? Python idle. What is the long form of idle? Okay. What is the long form of idle? Sitting idle is idle or what? Are you all sitting idle? No, right? So what is the long form of IDLE?
Integrated development
Integrated
and learning
development
environment.
environment leading.
Integrated development environment IDE.
Environment.
It is not IDE. It is IDLE.
Learning.
So learning.
Integrated development and learning environment.
Okay, integrated development learning environment. Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Devendra. I suppose he gave the answer, and Sudha also, and maybe a few more. Rehana, Dipanshu, and many more. Okay, thank you so much. So means you are paying attention. I'm really very happy as a teacher that you are paying attention. Fine. Now, can we start today's session? Is that okay? Okay. Today, what are we going to do? We are going to start with the IDLE. Okay, we will do some of the things. Okay, and then we will start with the Jupyter notebook. So that when it is a smart editor. So wherever you are going to work upon the smart editor, it would be easier for you to write down the various programs. By the way, I'm not keeping well today, and my throat is giving it is itching like anything. So maybe I will not be able to speak much today. So please forgive me for that. Okay. So I have shared the screen, and I hope you all can see it. If yes, please quickly say yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Now we are going to talk about the first Python program. And just to introduce myself, I am Madhavi Vaidya. And the people who don't know me, and obviously you must have seen me in the recording. And there is one more madam with me, that is Faaiza ma'am. She is speaking to you on the group from time to time and helping you out for many reasons. Okay, so thanks to her also. Okay, so we are going to cover these are the objectives of the session. Our first Python program, to be very frank, we have tried to write down a basic Python program on the other day, but fine, no problem. We can go ahead with some more things. Understanding Python basics, indentation with Python is very, very important. Okay, but we will come across the indentation in a proper manner when our conditions and loops would get started. Okay, so I would talk to you about indentation today, but I will be writing down some code containing some if statement just for today, just for the sake of, I don't want to stress you at all, but just for telling you how indentation plays an important role in Python. Then identifiers, keywords. I hope I had used this particular word, the term keyword on the other day, I suppose on Tuesday. Sorry, on Thursday, last Thursday. Okay. So keywords are something like print, maybe the different data types are there, integer, that is int, float, then we have got boolean, that is bull. Okay, then we have got string. Okay, so we are going to talk about that. So they are nothing but actually the keywords, and you can't have the program name with the same keyword name, because those keywords have got the special meaning for that particular programming language. In our case, we are talking about Python. Okay. Then comments, we are going to talk about multi-line comments, quotation, blank lines, string literals. Okay. So literals are nothing but the variables. We will talk about that. But though here Jupyter Notebook has been given, we will start with the IDLE and then we will come back to this. So I will come back to this particular slide one more time. Please allow me to do that. Okay. So the Jupyter Notebook looks like this. I will not talk about it at this moment. Okay. So first code or first program can be Hello World. Okay. So I am going to make use of my, I was teaching this to somebody else this morning. Actually, I don't need it. Okay. So I'm going to make use of IDLE. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, and we are going to start here this command prompt. Fine, and I'm going to write down here print hello world. I hope my screen is shared and you can see I am typing the things. Okay. So here, whenever I am typing it down, it would be something like hello world has been printed. Okay. So what is this print? Print is a function name. So whenever you are going to talk about the object oriented programming, it is known as a method. Okay. But whenever we are talking about the procedure oriented programming, currently we are doing procedure oriented programming or structured programming, then that time we say it as a function. Okay, so here now whenever we are going to execute it, what happens? We spoke about it on the other day. I told you the difference between the compiler and the interpreter. Do you all remember that? How many of you all remembering it?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
difference between compiler and interpreter. Until then, I will open the editor. If suppose you have forgotten how to open the editor, just I am giving you the reminder that there are different tabs that are available. Go to file, go to new file, and you can open the editor. Okay, so this is my editor. Now, by now, I hope everybody must have installed Python in your machines, maybe desktop or laptop. And I would like to tell you, actually, on the other day, I forgot to tell you that if suppose by chance you don't have a machine, there is a Android version of Python is also available. That is a PyDroid. I don't know whether you have heard about it. If suppose you can try it later, that is not a problem at all. Or that version or that particular app name, if it has been changed, then also I don't know, because in the last 2 years I haven't asked anybody to make use of that. Okay, as I'm taking corporate trainings more, it was, but in the college when I used to be there, I used to tell my students, if suppose you don't have machines, then you can make use of that in the Android mobile or maybe iOS, but you need to search it from the Play Store or something like that. Okay, so here I have opened the editor and I'm going to write down print hello world. Okay, now what is going to happen in addition to that? If I write it down, print, now I am going to make a mistake by default, just deliberately. Okay, so I'm going to say hello students. I'm just typing it down, certain things, and then I completed it. I know it's wrong. Okay, now what is going to happen here? If I execute this, I told you on the other day, if you remember, run module. Okay, and then it is going to ask me to save the program. That time it is not going to find out the error because it hasn't started the interpretation yet. I won't say it hasn't started the compilation yet, but it hasn't started the interpretation yet. So I told you on the other day that what is the difference between the interpreter and the compiler. The interpreter interprets the lines line by line, or those instructions, I should not say lines, the instructions line by line. Okay, whereas when you talk about the compiler, it takes all the instructions together. Okay, gives it to the creates the object file of it, object code of it, given it to the linker, and then the executable is formed. Here, what is happening? It is going to look at the number of lines line by line. So I don't know whether I had given the program name as first, so I will give here second. Please give your program names, variable names, the one that are readable. Now, what do you mean by this readability? Okay, wherever you are giving a program name, there is a habit generally in the students that they give the program name by their name. So if somebody's name is Govind, he would write it down govind.py. If somebody's name is Madhavi, she would write it down as madhavi.py. But that is not going to happen. No, I'm going to write down so many programs. Am I going to write down Madhavi 1, Madhavi 2? And if suppose I write it down, what is the use of it? I know that program has been done by Madhavi or Govind. Okay, but that program name should be in such a way that you should understand what is there inside it. Okay, so now the thing is, you might have a doubt that why did madam give the program name as second? Yeah, it is my second program. In addition to that, I want to give it as a hello world program. So I wrote second underscore hello. Please keep it in mind. You are not supposed to give second space hello. Not allowed. You can try it later in your machines. Okay, so or second hyphen hello is also not allowed. Okay, so I'm supposed to give either underscore or there shouldn't be any space. So I would say second underscore hello. Now what is the meaning of that? This is the program name, second program for this particular sessions, the number of sessions which I would be conducting, and hello is the hello world. And it is going to take automatically the extension as what extension I told you on the other day. Can anybody speak on it? What would be the extension name? .py. Right?
.py.
.py. Okay. So same. It's giving me some error. See, unterminated string literal detected at line 2. So it's saying no, it's not allowed. Okay, it is not executing only. Now, what I will do is, okay, I'm making the mistakes deliberately. Can you see here? The first line has been printed. Okay, for the prior program, none of the lines were printed because double quotes were not there. But for the later program, now I gave deliberately print ln. I wanted to give it like that just to show you what mistake is happening and how is it looking at that particular mistake. Okay, or how is it verifying it. Hello world, it took. It printed for me. But it is asking me there is a name error, name print ln is not defined. Did you mean print? See, it is so intelligent, okay, that these days we say AIs are there and bots are there and they help you to do this and to do that. But don't you think Python is also very intelligent? It is asking you, did you mean print? Yes, actually, I'm meaning, I meant to say that, yes, it's print. Okay, so it's suggesting me that, okay, println is not the statement, print is the statement. Okay, and it came to the later prompt. So now I'll close it. I'll remove this. Now I will execute. Once you store by some name, it would get stored. Okay, so I don't have to store it again and again. So hello world, hello students. It's getting printed. Fine. So in this manner, we can see the things happening. And this is my second program in Python. So we spoke about Python interpreter, Python kernel. We will talk in the Jupyter notebook. I'm not talking about it at this moment. Now, we spoke about this is the string literal. Okay, and our output would be on the standard output. That is, it would be on the maybe the desktop monitor, or it would be on the laptop. But I can see the output here. Okay, getting printed, right? In addition to that, do I want to give some other literals? Yes, why not? I can give them. Okay, so I will say my variable is x. I'm giving 20. My variable is y. I'm giving 30. And then I'm going to say z equal to x into y. See, we talked about on the other day that it is dynamic in nature. The data types, whenever we are giving the identifiers, these are known as the identifiers or the variable. And I gave you the example on the other day that, for example, when your college is starting, that time there are chances that you might get one compartment of the cupboard and you are going to keep all the things over there. It's same like that. Okay, so how you are keeping all the things in that particular compartment? Here also x is the compartment, y is the compartment, and 20 and 30 are assigned to those x and y respectively. Okay, now I wrote z equal to x into y. Okay, I want to execute it. Am I going to get the output? What would be the output of my program here? Can you please tell me?
Ma'am,
No
Z
output,
equal
ma'am.
to 600.
No output.
Sorry?
We will not get any output, ma'am.
I will get the output obviously, but not for x and y and z, right?
Yes. We will get hello world and hello students.
Right. Hello world and hello students. Why is it like that? Because I haven't printed the value yet. Okay, so I'm going to write it down here. Print. I can say print z, or in addition to that, now I want to show you different things at the same time so that quickly we can progress. Okay, so the value of Z is comma Z. I can either give it in this manner or I can give it in this manner. What do you think, which is more readable? This statement or this statement? The below statement or the upper statement, top statement? Which is more readable?
Below one.
Below one, right? Why is it like that? Because if suppose third person comes to see your program, okay, say Faaiza ma'am is not there in the session and then she suddenly tries to see your program, she will not come to know what are you doing directly looking at the output. But if you write it down, the value of Z is and Z, she would come to know quickly that okay, some calculations, arithmetic calculations have been done on Z and the fellow is trying to print the value of Z. Okay, so now I'll try to execute it. You can see here 600 is for the print Z and the value of Z is 600. In addition to that, can I give the escape sequences along with this? Yes, why not? Okay, if suppose I want to decorate in the sense, again, I want to talk about the readability of my program. Okay, so if I'm going to write print, say, एक मिनट हाँ, and मैंने ऐसा दिया कि the value of Z is /t Z. Okay, now what is going to happen, you know, these are the escape sequences. Okay, इसके ऊपर भी मैं आती हूँ, ये क्या है hash से देखिए, but we will talk about that. So escape sequences are nothing but or they are also known as backslash character constants. Slash n is for the new line and /t is for the tab. Okay, tab means 4 spaces, it would go ahead. /n means new line. Now, how should be the output? What should be the output? Can you please write it down in the chat? I will wait for a few seconds. I'm looking at the chat. Can you write down the the output in the chat? First would be hello world. Second will be hello students. Third would be 20, right? 20 would be printed, no? Then it would be printing 30. Yes, no? No. Why? Because print X, print Y hasn't been given. So that is not going to get printed. It is just going to get assigned to those identifiers. Hello? All right. And then I am going to give here Z. I have given here Z equal to X into Y. Okay. Print Z. The value of Z is and /n/n. So 2 lines, it would be printing empty blank lines. Now let's execute this. Yes, right, Aryan. But you know, the value of Z के बाद एक space tab आएगा. Tab मतलब /t. Right? So if I execute this, can you see that? See, अभी आपको समझेगा कि पहला hello world, दूसरा hello students, तीसरा 1 2 3. Okay, nothing would happen to this because I'm not printing. I'm assigning the value, but I'm not printing anything. By the way, whenever I'm assigning the value, 20 would be assigned to X. हमेशा लेफ्ट साइड का जो होता है वो जिसमें स्टोर होता है, राइट साइड का जो होता है वो आपका वैल्यू होता है. बाय द वे, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी which is the input and which is the output here? Can you please tell me which is the input and which is the output in this particular statement which I have dragged? Is it clear to you? Can you type it down in the chat? Okay, Aryan, understood, got it. Good, very good. By the way, एक इसमें input क्या है? Correct. Right. Okay. So X and Y are the inputs and Z is the output. कैसे पता चला? क्योंकि हम z का जो कैलकुलेशन के लिए स्टेप्स दे रहे हैं, दे आर नथिंग बट x into y. ओके, अगर मैं x और y का वैल्यू ही नहीं पास करती हूं, then I'm not going to get the value of z. So the things that are part of any logic, arithmetic operation, then they are inputs, and the output is nothing but towards the left hand side. Okay, so you can see here the value of z is 600. I have given slash and slash n, so 2 lines are empty. It came 2 lines later. Okay, and then the value of z is and slash t. So one space of four characters, and the value of z is printed. Fine. So in this manner we can give. Now, if suppose I want to give the comment to this. Hi, this is my, sorry, second program. Okay, this program is using inputs and outputs. Oh no, expecting output. Okay, as z, and using, now I want to press enter. I want to go to the next line. Okay, using escape sequences. Okay, what is the meaning of these two things? They are known as comments. Why comments have to be given? Because to increase the readability of your program. Okay, and I want to write it down. The single line comment has been given by hash in the beginning, or whenever you want to give multi-line comment. Okay, 3 single quotes in the beginning and 3 single quotes at the end, or 3 double quotes in the beginning and 3 double quotes in the end. Please don't give double quotes in the beginning, the single quotes at the end, or vice versa is not allowed. Either 3 single quotes in the beginning, 3 single quotes at the end, or 3 double quotes in the beginning, 3 double quotes in the end. Okay, now let's see whether it gets printed or not. No, nothing happened. Means what? These are nothing but these are the comments. These are always ignored by the interpreter, and they are used to increase the readability of your program. Any problem up till now? I will wait for 2-3 seconds. Okay. Now, so we spoke about the indentation. We are going to speak now. Python identifiers. There are different identifiers. I will let you know. Keywords. What all keywords are? Which all keywords we are using here? Can anybody suggest me? Only print. Right? We are. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, we are going to make use of only the keyword as print at this moment, not beyond, not anything beyond that. Okay, then we talked about the comments, multi-line, single line, multi-line, etc. Okay, now we will speak about the letter part. Here, please keep it in mind that I gave this 20 as a value to that particular x, or 30 as a value to particularly y. But I don't know what is the data type of it. Okay, to understand the data type, okay, I need to give some function. Now I just again go to my command line prompt, and then I will try to do it. Allow me to do that. So Python shell. Okay, now I'm going to write down, say here x equal to 50. If I say type of x, it's going to give me class int. Do you know that Python programming has been basically written for object-oriented programming? So everything, whatever is there in Python is seen as or read as the terms that are used in object-oriented programming. So it is like type, then class, okay, such type of things, but don't get confused. It's okay. So please keep it in mind that it is of the data type int. Okay. If I write it down here, say 34.23, and if I write down here type y, you can see class float. Okay. If suppose I say that say z equal to true. If I write down here type z, you can see class bull. Fine. If I write it down, say a equal to Python. This is a string. String is number of characters that are written one after another in one bunch. Okay. We will talk about the strings more and more later in the later part of the lectures. Okay. After in a few days time. So a equal to Python. If I write it down here, type a, you can see class str. So we can come to the conclusion now. This int, float, bull, str, they are data types. Okay. And int, float, bull, str. Okay. And they are keywords also. Okay. Now, when to use what? X, you have understood. If it is integer value without decimal point, then we are going to give here, say x equal to 50 without decimal point. If it is a percentage, if it is a discount, or if it is a bank rate, interest rate, for example, if it is that 8.2, 7.9, okay, then that time it can be float. When can it be true? Or sorry, when can it be bull? That we will see now. Okay, but we will talk about the string first. Now, whenever I want to give the strings, like my say session code, CS010 is the session code, assuming, or the course code for that matter. But session code is suppose CS010_2 as his second session. Maybe on Thursday's session, I might say CS010_3. So what am I talking about? I am talking about the string, that is the combination of characters and numbers. And the special characters also for that matter if required. So if you want to give your name, it can be a string. If you want to give your say roll number, it can be a string. Class code can be a string. But whenever you want to give your age, say your age is 18, say your age is 19, can't be a string. Why? Because strings are the character, I meant to say the combination of characters and numbers on which arithmetic operations can't be executed. So if I say Python learning, okay, if I say so, fine, then Python plus learning, yeah, it would get joined together, it would be concatenated. If I say here, okay, I can see that it has been concatenated together. Joining has been done, concatenation has been done. This is known as concatenating two strings. Okay, that has been done. But I'm not saying that they have been added together. Okay, because they are strings, how can I add them together? But if I say x equal to 50 and y equal to 34.23, and if I write it down x plus y, yes, it is going to do the addition for me. Right? So this is the difference between string, int, float. Now, I hope it's clear to you. Can you write down quickly in the chat clear or not clear? If it is not, then you can write down not clear. Others? Okay, good.
Clear, ma'am.
Great. Others who are not speaking or not typing, I hope it's clear to them. If suppose it is not clear to them, you may ask me the doubt, write it down in the chat. Otherwise, the recordings would always be there with you. And but Please don't come in the peer pressure that my friend is saying clear, so I am also going to say clear. Don't do that, because these are the
Clear,
basics,
madam.
okay, which I am taking very at a not a very great pace, okay. But later on, yes, we will just take up the speed, right? Okay. So x plus y would be done. Now, what about that true and false, that is bull value? If suppose I want to check, I want to give some expression, say x greater than y. I know x is greater than y here, but the value can be either true or it can be false. Okay. So whenever you want to check, just a minute, I arrange the window. I hope you can see now. Okay. So whenever I'm saying x greater than y, true. If I'm saying y greater than x, false. That time your bull operations come into the picture. They start playing a role. Okay. At this moment, I hope you understood the 4 data types. They are nothing but int, float, full, string, right? Okay. And please keep it in mind, they are keywords also. So you are not supposed to give the what the name of the program by these names, okay, because they are special to Python. Currently we are talking about Python, so Python. Okay. So we spoke about many things. To be very frank, we spoke about the data types, we spoke about the keywords, we spoke about the escape sequences, we spoke about the comments, single line and multi-line, and writing down a simple program, right? Fine. Indentation, I'll get come across it. Give me some time. Okay, I'm just going through the PPT. Just have a look once. Whichever is possible for me. Just if I think that it has not been told by me, then I will explain it to you. Okay, now you can see here. For example, the code has been written. This def is nothing but the user-defined function, calculate grid. Okay. Now I told you about print function. Here also they must have used print, right? This print is nothing but the standard library function. Please keep it in mind. There are 2 types of functions. Okay. मतलब आप सुन लो, आगे जाके फिर से एक बार मैं कवर करूंगी, बट सुनने में कोई हर्ज नहीं है. Okay. So print is currently whenever we are using print, whenever we are using the functions like int, please keep it in mind. Whatever are the data types, they are functions also. We are going to make use of them now. Okay. So print, int, input, type used. Okay. So they all are standard library function. But this is the user defined function. User means you and me. So I'm writing my own program. You might be writing along with me some program. Okay. So that time, whenever we give our own function, that is user defined function. Now, why I'm telling you this? Because here you can see that the colon has been used. Here you can see the colon has been used. Here you can see the colon has been used. Now, this is used for the indentation. How would I come to know? Because inside this particular user defined function, I can see the if condition. And that under if condition, return A is coming. Under elif, now what is this elif or else? Oh, you please don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. As and when time comes, you would understand. Maybe in the next lecture itself. Okay. But what am I telling you? Just to align your program and give it in blocks. Okay. That time we write it down a colon. Okay. So colon is for the indentation. So so that inner block is return A, outer block is if score greater than equal to 90. Inner block is if score less greater than equal to 90. Def calculate grade would be the outer block. So that way we understand the indentation. It is really helpful. And actually, this particular fundamental is not there in C or C++. Okay, so many a times what happens, students write down the program in one line, and obviously the compiler doesn't take any doesn't create any problem. But what happens whenever we write down the lamba chauda code, okay, it gets very difficult for the programmer to understand, okay, किसके अंदर क्या मैंने टाइप किया है और कौन से ब्लॉक के अंदर आ रहा है, वो देखना, फाइंड आउट करना gets very difficult. Okay, so this indentation plays very important role, and this is known as the indentation operator colon. Please keep it in mind. आगे जाके भी मैं colon use करने वाली हूँ at some other point of time. That time मैं आपको उसका नाम indentation नहीं बोलूंगी, तब मैं slice operator बोलूंगी. So ये colon अलग अलग style में it is written. आगे जाके dictionary में key value pair में भी we are going to write down colon. So colon has got different meanings at different point of time in Python. But currently, you keep it in mind as it is an indentation operator. I hope it's clear to you. Okay. Okay, so here are the rules you must follow in the indentation of the code. You don't split indentation into multiple lines. If you indent the first line of the code, it will give the indentation error. Please don't indent the first line of the code. First line should start from the column 1, that is from the leftmost side. So never indent the first line of the code. Use 1 tab or 4 white spaces for the first indentation level and go up adding. Okay, whether you indent the code using a tab or white space, continue using the same spacing preference throughout the code. We will come across this. Python identifiers we spoke about. Some things we need to talk about. Comments we spoke about. Okay. Now a few things which I have to tell you are, by the way, is it clear up till now whatever I talked to you all about indentation? Now I will go back to my yeah, so sorry, one more thing to tell you. Here x and y I have used. Suppose if I use x, okay, by the way, if I give only x, the value would be 50. I hope you know that if I give x or print x, it is same here on the command line prompt. Okay, so but if suppose I write x, do you think there would be a change? Is there a change or same? How many of you say same?
Ma'am, change, ma'am. This is the capital.
Change.
Case sensitive.
Okay. How many of you say same? How many of you say change? Same or change? Write it down quickly in the chat. It would be same or change. Others, what do you want to say? See, always keep it in mind. You should have your own opinion. Don't change your opinions because of the peer pressure or your friends, whatever they are saying. You should start thinking, why am I asking this question and why you are going to give that particular answer. Okay, it will be very helpful for you over the period of time. Okay, it is a change. It is not same. Why? Because it is a case sensitive. Python is a case sensitive programming language. Now, when do you say it's a case sensitive? When do you say it is a case sensitive? Whenever you are going to make use of the variables. Okay, but if I say, so if I write it down, print hi, would it work? That is also not going to work because print is a function. Okay, but if I write down print and now if I say hi, it won't have any problem. So whenever you are using keywords, whenever you are using identifiers, it understands the difference between lowercase and uppercase, or caps lock and caps case and small case. Okay, so what I want to say, x, small x is different than capital X. But if I write here, say x equal to 50, and now if I say x and x, Both have got the value as 50. And if I want to add x plus x, it would be 100. Got it? So in this manner, this is very, very important to know the case sensitivity thing. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now I'll go back to my, okay, where was my program? I'll go back to my program. Now I'm going to write down the program in the same. So what am I going to do, you know? इसको सबको मैं कमेंट्स लगा देती हूँ और उसके नीचे प्रोग्राम लिखना शुरू कर देती हूँ, मतलब एक ही इसमें पूरा प्रोग्राम आज के सब आ जाएंगे. ठीक है? What am I saying? Yeah. So now I want to obviously multiply. We did the what? Addition we did. Suppose I want to do addition and multiplication together in one program. Okay. And I don't want to take the constant values from the user. I want to take the dynamic values from the user. I'm going to write it down here. X int of input of. Now, by the way, here, please keep it in mind that int is also a function and input is also a function. Now you might have a doubt that madam एक बार int को data type बोल रही है और दूसरे बार उसको x को int मतलब data उसको function बोल रही है. Please keep it in mind, in case of Python, data type ऐसा अलग से चीज ही नहीं है, because it understands automatically. मैंने कहीं पे भी int x float y ऐसा नहीं लिखा C जैसे. Okay, so यहाँ पे what am I going to do whenever I am saying x equal to int of input of enter the value of x? Now I am saying x, the value of x which would be taken from the user should be integer. What is the value? What is input? Input is another function to accept the value for x. In the same manner, if I say int of, and they are the keywords also, enter the value of, okay, enter the value y. Now I am saying z equal to x plus y. I am saying t equal to, okay, just a minute, add equal to x plus y, sub equal to x minus y, divide equal to x divided by y, multi equal to x into y. Now I want to print them. So print. Okay. The values of minus, multiply, divide, or okay. And I'm going to write it down here. I will not be able to write it down by using comma. Huh? So I will have to write down of minus is, I'll just show you for 2. You can do it for the remaining sum. Just a minute. Let me complete it properly. I'll need to check it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see. So x equal to, I'm just giving some random values. Yeah. Up till now, I used to pass the value to x and y. Now it is asking me to enter the value. Please don't have the habit of giving space and typing it down. Okay, वही का वही दो. So 45, मैंने random कुछ values दिए हैं. You can see here the values of addition. Plus, मतलब I didn't want to write down A, D, D, I, T, I, O, N. I just made a shortcut. Okay, is 68 and the value of minus is 22. ओके, सो अब ऐसे जाके उसको प्रिंट कर सकते हो, वैसे ही आप डिवीजन एंड मल्ट भी डिस्प्ले कर सकते हो. एक मेरे दिमाग में कुछ अभी आया था, मैं भूल गई. ओके, नाउ सपोज आई वांट इट टू बी देयर ऑन द लेटर लाइन. आई एम गोइंग टू गिव हियर एस्केप सीक्वेंस /n. हाँ, या अगर आपको बीच में स्पेस चाहिए तो आप यहीं पे स्पेस दे दो, ताकि और एक बार स्पेस देने की जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, यहाँ पे आपको अलाइन करना है आउटपुट, तो आप उसको, आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना मैं क्या क्या कर रही हूँ? I hope you are getting it. Now I'm going to execute it. I don't have to write down the program name again because it has been given by me already. Okay, I'm going to give the value. See, automatically express aa gaya beech mein. 90 and then 20. And you see it? It is looking proper. Don't you think so? So how is it looking? Tell me quickly. Okay? Is it looking good or no? It's looking bad.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Bad, no?
It's looking
Acha, it's looking
Looking
good.
good, madam.
Okay, okay. Fine, fine. So I told you about the input to accept the, so this is to accept the value for the variable or identifier, huh? X in the same manner for Y. Okay, any doubts up till now? So that I will just show you how to start the Jupyter notebook. Hope no problem.
Madam, I have a doubt, madam.
बोलो बोलो.
मैडम यहाँ पर प्रिंट है ना, वहाँ पर परसेंट डी भी लिख सकते हैं ना मैडम?
हाँ लिख सकते हो, लेकिन मैंने अभी आपको नहीं, मतलब परसेंट डी जो चीज है एक्चुअली परसेंट डी नहीं, वो सी में आता है, बट हाँ डी एफ ऐसा कर सकते हो, बट आई एम नॉट टेकिंग इट सो अर्ली. परसेंट डी
हाँ
कम्स
मैडम,
इन योर सी प्लस प्लस.
सी मतलब कैरेक्टर है ना मैडम?
क्या मतलब कैरेक्टर है?
कैरेक्टर्स सी के?
सी नहीं, सी प्रोग्रामिंग मैं बोल रही हूँ.
सी प्रो, ओके मैडम, थैंक यू.
ओके, बट हाँ हम लोग उसको स्पेसेस देने के लिए, या मेरा ये डेटा टाइप डिजिट में है या फ्लोट में है, इसके लिए डी एफ दे सकते हैं, बट इट वुड बी टू अर्ली फॉर अस टू नो, सो आई एम नॉट कंफ्यूजिंग यू एट दिस मोमेंट.
ओके मैम.
ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. गेटिंग इट? ओके,
Ma'am,
नाउ
what is the
हाँ बोलो.
meaning of SN and slash T? What is the difference between those?
Slash n is for the new line character and slash t is for the tab. Tab मतलब 4 spaces, new line मतलब अगला line.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके,
Thank
उसको
you.
बोलते हैं एस्केप सीक्वेंसेस. चाहिए तो यहाँ पे मैं लिख के रखती हूँ. ठीक, तो अभी रिकॉर्डिंग में
Yes,
वो
ma'am.
ऑटोमेटिकली आपको पता चलेगा. राइट एंड फाइन. ओके, अभी इसको मैं सेव करती हूँ. ओके, नाउ व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू? We are going to understand this command line prompt. We are now, see, in one go it may not get executed or it may not get installed. I'm just going to show you now. In the next lecture we will continue with the Jupyter notebook only. Okay, so I went to the command line prompt. Try to give here pip. Can you please try to give here pip on the command line prompt? Whoever are working on machines, if you are not working on machines, then also it's okay, you can see the recording and do it. अभी ये पिप क्या है? पाइथन इंस्टॉलर पैकेज. ओके, ये पिप किधर आता है मैं आपको एक बार बता देती हूं. वेट, so many versions I have got. I wasn't knowing only. I don't know. Okay. Just a minute. I'm trying something. You can look at it. That's not a problem. हाँ, ओके. मैंने क्या किया बता देती हूँ फिर से. कहाँ ढूंढना है ये बता रही हूँ मैं. एक्चुअली हम लोग दिस पीसी से बाहर जाके कर सकते हैं, बट इट वुड बी confusing for you in the beginning. Okay, so file open. Okay, यहाँ पे मेरे प्रोग्राम स्टोर है. ये पाइथन प्रोग्राम्स, पाइथन फाइल्स दिखा रहा है. मुझे जाना है ऑल फाइल्स में. मैंने क्या किया? ऑल फाइल्स. आज आपको नहीं समझा तो मैं अगले वाले सेशन में फिर से एक बार कंटिन्यू करूंगी. Until then, you can write down the program in idle, no problem at all. Okay. अभी all files आने के बाद आपको बहुत सारे directories देखेंगे. You would be seeing many directories. Go to script. Script में दिखने के बाद obviously मुझे ये पता है scripts में, इसलिए it is easy for me. But आपके लिए शायद it would be difficult. So I am going to search here pip. Can you see here pip? Okay. ये जो pip वाला path है, ये कहाँ मिलेगा? इधर. ये. ओके. ये कॉपी पेस्ट करना. कंट्रोल सी. आई डिड कंट्रोल सी. ओके. मैं कैंसिल कर रही हूँ, मुझे कोई अप्लाई वगैरह करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि मेरा ऑलरेडी पाथ सेट है. ओके. इसके बाद गो टू एनवायरनमेंट वेरिएबल्स. ये एनवायरनमेंट वेरिएबल्स आपने जरूर जब भी आप गेम्स खेलते हो, ओके, तब आपने एनवायरनमेंट वेरिएबल जरूर कभी ना कभी सेट किए होंगे. देन गो टू पाथ. ये मैंने परसों भी बताया था शायद, मतलब लास्ट टाइम. एंड देन गो टू न्यू एंड देन यहाँ पे वो पेस्ट करो पाथ. मेरा ऑलरेडी है, आपको दिख रहा है, मेरा वाला ऑलरेडी है, यहाँ दिख रहा है. फाइन. ओके. तो अभी उसको मैं निकाल देती हूँ. आई डोंट वांट इट, बट आप मत निकालो. ओके. एंड देन मैं कैंसिल कर रही हूँ, लेकिन आप ओके करो. मैं कैंसिल क्यों कर रही हूँ? क्योंकि मैंने कुछ चेंजेस किए ही नहीं, मैं क्यों ओके करूँ? फाइन. एंड देन सिस्टम वेरिएबल में ही ऐसा ही पाथ डालो, न्यू एंड सॉरी, गो टू एडिट, गो टू न्यू और यहाँ पे वो पाथ डाल दो. फिर से मैं यहाँ पे डिलीट कर रही हूँ. कैंसिल. आप ओके करो. आप हर चीज ओके करके बाहर आओ पूरा. इतना होने के बाद गो टू द कमांड लाइन प्रॉम्प्ट. मैं अभी कमांड लाइन प्रॉम्प्ट पे गई थी, टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक. और अगर आपने ये किया है तो जब भी आप कमांड लाइन प्रॉम्प्ट पे जाते हो और आप पिप देते हो तो आपका ऐसा आना चाहिए, पिप कमांड नॉट फाउंड. अगर ऐसा आया तो आपका पिप इंस्टॉल्ड नहीं है. तो आपको ये जो मैंने अभी चीजें बताई वो करनी पड़ेगी. एंड देन you are going to do pip install. This is for installing the packages. मतलब आगे जाके हम लोग कभी तो भी, ओके, मे बी डेटा साइंस आप कर रहे हो तब आपको एनएलटी के ये पाथ, सॉरी, ये लाइब्रेरी इंस्टॉल करनी है. सपोज आप साइकिट यूज कर रहे हो तो साइकिट नाम का लाइब्रेरी अगर इंस्टॉल करना है तो आपको ऐसे करोगे, पिप इंस्टॉल साइकिट, पिप इंस्टॉल एनएलटीके, पिप इंस्टॉल MySQL client या PyMySQL for Python MySQL connectivity. ओके. सो ये पिप इंस्टॉल क्यों होता है? whenever you want, आपको जब भी, and whenever you want the external libraries to be used which are not part of your Python, तब we use pip install. Okay. And then I'm going to write down here Jupyter Lab. फाइन. अभी मेरे पास रिक्वायरमेंट ऑलरेडी सेटिस्फाइड ही आएगा क्योंकि मेरा ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल्ड है. फाइन. इतना सब होने के बाद 1 minute. You are going to give, see, can you see that? ये मैंने रेडी रखा है हमेशा. You can find out the version of the Jupyter notebook. ओके. टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक, आप लोग अलग तरीके से भी जुपिटर नोटबुक इंस्टॉल कर सकते हो फ्रॉम एनाकोंडा, बट एनाकोंडा वाला जो है वो जरा डिफिकल्ट है, तो मैं हमेशा स्टूडेंट्स को ये वाला बताती हूँ टू इंस्टॉल. बट इफ अगर आप यूट्यूब वीडियो देखते हो और एनाकोंडा से जुपिटर नोटबुक डालते हो तो भी कोई तकलीफ नहीं है जीवन में. ओके. सो यू कैन ट्राई दिस जुपिटर वर्जन. नाउ जुपिटर लैब हैज बीन इंस्टॉल्ड. ओके. आई एम गोइंग टू गिव हियर, okay, and it is going to tell me Jupyter का version है 8.24 currently I'm using. IPy kernel is 6.29. And how to start this Jupyter notebook? By using Python-m Jupyter Lab. इसके काफी YouTube वीडियोस भी होते हैं या रिकॉर्डिंग तो है ही आपके पास. Okay, and you can see the Jupyter Lab is getting opened. Okay, my many Jupyter Labs have been opened at this moment. So I meant to say many files have been opened in the Jupyter Lab. Okay, so I just clicked on plus Python 3 IPy kernel, and I can see what did I do? I clicked on plus. Okay, notebook Python 3 IPy kernel. I can see the new notebook has been opened, and I can start writing down the commands here. For example, print hello world. Okay, I want to execute this particular line. My cursor is on this cell. See, if I want to write down the code, A equal to 89, B equal to 56, A plus B, A minus B, A into B, A what divided by B. Okay, I'll execute. Can you see? It would give me the output of the latest one. Okay, but if I that is the disadvantage of this not giving print. So if you say print A plus B, print A minus B, print A into B. Okay, how many of you have tried along with me? Can you quickly tell me in the chat? Can you see that? In this manner, we can start writing the code. As and when we are going to write down the code, we will understand this. ये जो है यहाँ पे folder वाला sign, the suitcase वाला sign, इससे आप path में जा सकते हो, वहां से open कर सकते हो. इसका file का extension होता है IPynb. Okay, for the Jupyter notebook. So in this manner, we can start with the Jupyter notebook. Okay, the installation. Okay, good. Already Jupyter hai. Okay, so I think you understood everything, whatever has been spoken with you and told to you. Any doubts? I am open to the doubts now. I am open to the questions. So what all things we have seen today? What all things we have seen today? Stuck here. Where is it stuck? It will come. Wait for some time. It depends on internet speed also. Okay, can you please quickly type it down in the chat? What all things we have seen today? Keywords, comments, single line, multi-line, identifiers, and system defined functions. What all system defined functions we have gone through? Print, input type, right? What were the data types we have seen? Int, float, bool, and string, right? And we spoke about accepting the numbers from the user by using input function. Okay, we will continue that obviously. Indentation, yes. Indentation, I didn't tell you much, but I am going to tell you in the later lecture. But I just gave you the idea. That is indentation operator is colon. Okay, and in addition to that, the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so you can watch the recording and you can complete this. I hope it is possible for you. Okay, so any more doubts? Anything else you want to ask me? Okay, so that's it from my end.
Hello,
Bolo.
मैम आई वांट टू आस्क मैम इंडेक्सिंग जो होती है इंडेक्सिंग स्लाइसिंग में मैम वो इंडेक्सिंग 0 से स्टार्ट क्यों होती है?
ठीक है, बात करेंगे बाद में, चलेगा।
ओके
हम लोग जब भी करेंगे ना तब लिस्ट के टाइम,
यस
ठीक है। वाह, क्या क्वेश्चन है। ओके, but we will talk about it. That's not.
ओके थैंक यू
Okay. Anybody else? Any doubt? So how did you
Hello,
how
madam.
did you find? Okay, Arvind, बोलो।
बड़ा ये वाला पाइथन कोर्स है ना, ये फुल स्टैक है ना, तो नहीं तो ये कोर्स खाली सब्जेक्ट है
क्या ये सब्जेक्ट है या
नहीं तो ये फुल स्टैक
फुल स्टैक तो नहीं है। दिस इज बेसिक पाइथन।
बेसिक पाइथन है, ओके मैम।
हाँ, करंटली ओके, but you can ask this,
नहीं आ रही है।
but you can ask this question on the maybe in the chat on the WhatsApp group. The admin would tell you better on it about the full stack and all. It would be too much, Naveen, at this moment to talk about the offset starting from the memory location. So we will take the baby steps. Don't you think it would be easier for us to run Jupyter? मैंने कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं किया क्या? ये एक मिनट, पूरा का पूरा ही कर देती हूँ, रुको। Python-m Jupyter Lab, ये टू ओपन मत लिखना, Python-m Jupyter Lab ही लिखना सिर्फ। Okay, that's it from my end. Thank you so much. I hope there are no more doubts and we can close the session. Faaiza ma'am, do you want to say anything?
No, ma'am, I have nothing to say.
Okay, thank you, students. See you. Bye-bye.